When they put up $500,000, that means Millie Ball, Jeff Siegel, and myself, Aaron Vercruysse, come to you with an analysis of the late pick 4 closing weekend Saturday at the Great Race Place. Races 6 through 9, stakes doubleheader, guys, and race number 6, Millie, a very difficult way to start it off with a bunch of first-time starting maidens, or maidens that haven't performed all that well.
Right, of the horses that have raced, I'm not enamored by any of them, so I'm looking for a first-time starter. I immediately went to Police Escort, did some research on this 2-year-old colt, and although he had a very fast gate work, I think the barn's questioning how confident they are about him running first time out. So that put me to Jury on the outside. The one thing I do like, the pedigree, Tail of the Cat. With Launch Site, she has been a very productive broodmare. She's produced a lot of early runners as well. Some stakes winners on top of that, and the sire himself, Tail of the Cat, can get a first-time starter. So I went with the pedigree and connections with Jury.
Baffert and Hollendorfer, you could do worse than go there with first-time starters. Siegel?
Baffert's got 3 in this race, but I do like Jury. This is a really good-looking colt. He breezed a furlong in 10 1/5 at the OBS sale. He didn't strike me as being a brilliantly quick horse, but he did strike me as a quality colt. And 5 1/2 maybe a little sharp for him, but he just might be able to outclass the field side.
Best part of race number 6, you get to see the odds.
Yeah.
Before the wager starts. I thought a difficult way to start things off. Let's move on. First of 2 stakes races, Jeff, the Grade 2 Twilight Derby going a mile and an 1/8 bucks.
Inside 3 should get most of the play here. Obviously the winner of the Del Mar Derby. He's clearly a need the lead type. We know that. The pace situation here looks fairly comfortable, so there's no reason why he can't come back and be dominant again. But there are a couple of Euro imports. Hunt ran really well in his U.S. debut, has come back to train well since. I think you're going to see a step forward from him. And Mr. Brightside, Jeremy Nocita, sends this colt over. He was running in decent handicaps, not great races, but good races. Progressive type of horse, gets Lasix. I would use him as well.
Millie, what do you got?
Well, I think Arm on paper deserves, most of the wagering in here. According to his trainer, he's training absolutely super, coming out of his skin, and also the connections they could do with a little bit of a boost. Major Taj Serene, the son, a Marine fighter pilot, his plane went down this week and he didn't make it. Very, very sad news. So I feel like there's an angel riding on the back here of Arm running on Saturday.
Millie, some of my long shots have run slower than a tractor. But I think Second Summer deserves a look, finally breaking through with a maiden victory. The Big Bear going a mile. What do you like, Millie Ball?
I'm singling Dortmund in the 8th race. And the reason I say this is because I watched his work on the 18th of October. It was a very good work. It was a Dortmund light work, which we hadn't seen. They've given him 5 months off, but every part of his body has got bigger and stronger. So I like Dortmund.
Well, you know he's undefeated here at Santa Anita, 4 for 4. You know he can run well fresh. He's a perfect 1 for 1 at this mile distance. He won his only, started a mile by 8 lengths. He's got several triple-digit buyer numbers.
Soy Fet's 0 for 10 at Santa Anita and is the upset winner of the Big Bear. Let's move on to race number 9, a maiden special weight.
I'm going to look at the outside 2 here. I don't like the draw going a mile on grass, but number 10, British Bulldog, closed the gap in his debut. Should step forward today and improve for Tom Proctor, switching to Mike Smith. And then the firster from Doug O'Neill's barn, a Kitten's Joy colt named Aztec Warrior, went 21 2 to the quarter in his Barrett's May breeze. Looked like a route turf horse, and he gets his chance here, and he's trained well enough to give him a good look. So I look at number 10 and 11, British Bulldog and Aztec Warrior, the 2 that I'm going to keep.
Millie, what do you got?
British Bulldog for me. They were in no rush last time out. He hung out towards the rear of the field. Tequila Joe got a brilliant ground-saving ride. The jock on him, Van Dyke, decided to follow him through up the rail, and he was definitely second best that day, but still at odds of 28 to 1, you're not going to get 28 to 1.
Don't look now, but the 7-pound Bug Kennedy riding well, gets in light, does a first-time starter, opening roads. Kitchingman can get it done. That's a look at the pick 4 on a Saturday, closing weekend at the Great Race Place.